God, I've lately been that friend. You know that friend that just, their phone is never fucking charged? Man, I don't like living this life.
No.
I don't like
good
showing
life.
up like, please, do you have a charger? Can I just plug in? Can I get a
know.
little juice? Can I get a little juice?
I
Please?
hate being that person.
I'm like, ugh, I need to get a little power bank or something. I lost mine.
I have one and I cannot find it, and I actually got it as a gift, and I really should be using it because I don't even have a car charger.
Oh.
It's really ghetto here. I hate it. Super ghetto. Yeah, I know. And I really just need to take it to the dealership and get them to fix like the little technical issue.
The little.
Because there's like an outlet and everything for it. It's just something's missing.
Something's askew.
But you know, it's just another appointment, another thing you got to do. And it's just.
Another thing you got to pay for. And then when you're there, they always find some other shit to make you pay for.
Always. I'd rather spend my time driving across town, apparently. So there's that. But hey. Here we are.
Here we are.
Back at it again, you guys. Another episode of Come Thru Pod. And you know who it is. Your girl, Flex Luther.
Young Flex.
Checking in, signing into the motherfucking building with my A1, my day one, Ashley J.
It's me, Ashley J. Y'all know I ask one thing and one thing only, friends, that you put some respect on my motherfucking name, dog. That's it. That's all. It could be so simple. And we're back at it again. Episode, what is this, Flex?
90.
Come through, come through, come through. Now you know we got things to do. Now you know we got things to do. So put your ass in the come through.
We always got something to do.
Just a little something. We could find something to do.
Now listen.
It ain't nothing to a player.
Now, you know, I just thought of this as our theme was playing. This is 90, okay? So we're entering our favorite time period.
We are.
Which is 90s. You know, we're always like nostalgic over 90s, anything, sitcoms.
I'm a 90s baby. I loved it.
Fashion, food, even, if you will.
Ooh,
anything.
Okay, what's your suggestion? Because I have one too. Go.
So I'm thinking that for our sequence of 90s episodes,
Yes.
that each episode
Yes.
we share something from the 90s that is our favorite. So we might as well just begin, or something we want to share from the 90s that like we will never forget. And it like,
Okay. I like that.
It'll go with us throughout life.
That's cute.
Right?
That's cute. Okay.
I'm going to start just because it's in the top of my head. I'm going to go with, and because I'm wearing sweats, TLC and the whole big sweats, big pants, and boxer briefs, whatever, thong even, whatever underneath where you're showing it.
Cute.
I'm going with that because I swear I used to obsess over not only their music but their fashion.
Yes.
I love the tomboy sexy. Like, I'm here for tomboy sexy. That's
It's a good look, and I feel like anyone can pull it off.
Yeah.
And then you're comfy. Like,
Yeah.
I love me a tight pair of like jeans, like high-waisted jeans, but it's
Yes.
like to be in those all day.
Ooh,
Child, and let you go eat somewhere. Ooh, no.
no, give me the boyfriend jeans. I'll take those things.
So cute and so comfy.
Right.
That's cute. Okay, so my 90s thing that I will never forget. Since you did fashion, I'm going to swing a little bit towards movies. I think I said this before. Snoop Dogg.
Yes.
In growing up, I lived in LA, I lived in Compton, I lived in Long Beach, I lived all over the place. So, as you know, Snoop is from where?
Long Beach, LBC.
Exactly, baby. So we used to run into him all the time. Like, I'd be driving, like, obviously not me driving. My mom was driving and I'm in the car. And
I'm in my car seat.
yeah, I'm in my car seat, listening to Gin and Juice or Milk and Cookies.
Right.
As y'all know.
Right.
Listening to Milk and Cookies, and I pull up and there's Snoop in his drop top. And it's just like, it was one of those things. So I think that's where my love for Snoop comes from. Like, I love wearing Snoop merch and all that stuff. So just seeing him, listening to everybody bump anything off of Doggy Style.
Dude,
like
anything off Doggy Style. And then when Dr. Dre dropped Chronic, he was on that, all over that. Like,
so I would say Snoop. Like, if you ask me one person who kind of dominated my 90s childhood, I would say Snoop, or I would say Will Smith. But
I was just going to
Snoop.
say, I didn't want to spoil it because I'll save it for next episode, but yes, Fresh Prince.
Yes.
So much.
It would either be
so
Snoop
much.
or Fresh Prince.
Yeah, those are really two really, really good ones for the 90s, like that shaped the culture and definitely, I mean, we all talk about it all the time, we're 90s babies, so it's like, I think I would be a different person had I not experienced those things, you know?
Honestly, like, and like I said, being from or living in those areas at that time, it was just the thing. Like you saw this nigga driving his car around the area, and it was just like, oh shit, there goes Snoop, or so it was just a cool thing, and I will never forget that. Like my mom being hyped seeing him and like all that kind of stuff.
Right. That's fucking lit. And I know we talked about it briefly last episode, but since we just kind of brought him up, I do want to shout out the Demolition Coalition and Original SSCO collab for the fucking rap tees. Because they have this dope ass Snoop Dogg one. Lit as fuck with like young Snoop, like court case, like still going to trial Snoop on it.
So yes, like she said, the Get It From the Source collection is 3 different t-shirts. And if you are a 90s kid, I guess you know about this. The Source Awards, the infamous Source Awards, where Snoop got up there and said, y'all don't love us?
Y'all ain't fucking with the West Coast?
What the fuck? We know where we at.
Period. Yeah.
We know where we at.
Right.
No, so this whole collection is centered around that, and I was really excited to do this, and we partnered with Demolition Coalition, and I sent him a bunch of pictures. I was like, yeah, but the pictures, like you said, specifically got to be like court case Snoop, like young Snoop, big ass afro with the like
with
that
the pic
Snoop.
in it.
Yes, I was like, it's got to be that Snoop. So there's a Snoop tee. There's also an Outkast, which absolutely love.
I got the Outkast one, guys. This is my favorite rap group of all time. That one is lit, and that brings me back to like Aquemini.
Yes.
AT-Aliens. I can never say it. And I was like, oh, this is lit.
Yeah, so there says the South got something to say, which is what they said when they got up on stage at the Source Awards and won their award, because that was when the South really kicked down the doors and honestly hasn't left the music industry since.
No, that's so true. That was a big win for them.
Yeah, so there's that. And then the last one is Biggie, We Did It Brooklyn, which is what he said when he was up there. So definitely check it out. We will leave links in the description of this episode. You saw the different inserts that we put in here, so you could see the t-shirts and all that good stuff.
Yeah,
definitely check us out. If you are in the Valley, we are doing a lot of pop-ups, so make sure you tap in at originalssco.com or follow us on Instagram.
Original SSCO.
Exactly.
All platforms.
Super simple. Get you some fire merch.
Hell yeah. And the hats that just dropped, the Fly City hats, we cannot forget to mention.
Yes, they are.
So sorry. They're like truckers, right?
They're like the snapbacks with the bended brim. So they're really trendy right now.
Yeah, they are.
It's not really the truckers.
It's not trucker per se. It's a mix, I would say, maybe between snapback and trucker.
Yes, it has like that front panel, which sits up a little higher.
But yeah.
So it's nice. It's nice if you want to switch it up from the dad hats and you're not really a trucker fan. Like, I don't like the mesh on the side for the trucker hats.
Yeah, those are too big for my little peanut head. I can't. So I have to.
And when you make it tight, it just looks like it's like.
It looks stupid. It's like, where is there a little head under there? Is it a little, or is it a 12-year-old boy? I'm not sure, but yeah, dad hats do it for me.
I can't wear hats, and I love hats. It makes me so sad.
When you have braids.
Yeah, when I have braids, but then I'm like, I'm not trying to fuck up my braids.
Right. Like, why am I covering
out my braids?
Right.
So I don't really wear hats as much, but definitely check them all out. Thanks for the plug, sis.
Of course.
Yeah,
of course. Had to get my pickup today, so.
Yep. Well, since it's just me and you this week, what you been up to?
Oh man, what have I been doing? I've been doing a bit of traveling, not too crazy, just a couple little business trip. I went to Oakland. I think I talked briefly about that. I'm looking to go next month. I'm really excited. I'm going to New York. I'm going to New York, but I'm really going to Pittsburgh to see the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Raiders play next month at Heinz Field, you guys.
Oh, snap, girl.
I'm so excited. I've been to a game, but never a home game, obviously, because it's in Pitt. I mean, let's be honest.
Who's going to Pittsburgh?
Yeah, you don't go to Pittsburgh for any other reason, really. It's not like a thing. So because of that, we're going to hit New York first. So I'm excited for that, planning that for my next trip. You guys know I love to travel. It's no secret.
She won't sit still.
Can't sit still. Can't do it. Not now. Not never. But so that's been fun, and I've been working. Like I told you guys, that work's been picking up. I've been loving it because, you know, summertime, it's like everyone wants to be out. So we have daytime stuff, we have nighttime stuff. So that's been a good time. I actually just dog sitted for one of my friends for like 3 days. This is my first time ever dog sitting. Have you ever done that?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you are a dog owner as well, but like, going to their house and staying there.
Oh no, usually the puppers comes here.
Right.
But yeah, it's a whole experience.
It's an experience, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so much responsibility. Is this what like having a kid is like?
You're like, I gotta go home and
take
the dog out.
Oh, it's been 8 hours. Fuck, I better go check on the damn dog because what if it's not alive?
Lexie be ripping and running. She leave the house and she's gone.
Gone
now you
for
have
hours.
To come back.
I know. I try. That's why now, like, I rarely leave the house now without packing a little backpack with like my like makeup bag, my computer usually. And now I'm like, every time I don't bring my fucking computer when I'm out, I need it. So I'm like, it's computer.
Lexie, do you have your computer? There's something we need to fix.
Right. Literally. And I'm like, fuck, the one time I forget it. Gym clothes, computer, and makeup bag are like a staple every time I leave the house now. Because
your go bag?
Yeah, because I'm gone for some hours sometimes. And it's like, how did we get here? I don't know.
I was just going out to get some milk.
Right.
And then I had brunch and then I went to the gym and
right.
then
no, for real.
I'm potting and now
I went to the dry cleaner and now I'm in anyway. Yeah, it's been a lot lately, but it's been a good time. I'm happy again, grateful to be busy again cuz it was rough during that quarantine. I swear that was just like thinking back, I mean, obviously we potted throughout the whole time. But it was just like, man, it's really the simple things in life that give you your joy and like your purpose. Because
being able to see more than 4 friends.
Not only that, but also like that was the longest time I have not had a job. You know what I mean? Like I've not been like actively working. You know, that's the longest time, and that's just not like me. I've always been like a hustler, go getter. And I'm all for working harder. I mean, sorry, smarter, not harder. Definitely all for working smarter, not harder, but not working at all. You know, and realizing like, damn, what are you good for? Only for working with like, people pretty much. Cause I couldn't, I could have, I guess I could have like gotten some bag groceries or something, but it was just a different time. It was a very humbling, different time. That was like,
the one thing that got me through that whole time period was just like, you're not alone.
That too, that was reassuring, but it still was like, ooh.
Yeah. It is not easy. It was not tough. I mean, it was not tough. Whew. Guys, I've been crafting all day today, and lead
crafter. She's now taken over as the lead crafter. You guys will soon see why that.
Yes. I've been crafting all day. It's my new hobby. Check me out on TikTok at Ashley J.
Seriously.
Tap in.
Period.
But I've been crafting all day, and I think I got slight high off the Gorilla Glue adhesive spray because I had the air on, but my dumb ass didn't think maybe you should open a window. So then I was just sitting, spraying my little heart out, making my craft. And I looked up and I was like, oh, I'm lightheaded.
Uh-oh.
So if I stumble, look, I hit the mic. If I stumble against my words or can't speak or whatever it is, just know I'm like high off the Gorilla Glue.
Yeah.
And not the weed.
Right. Just bear with us, you guys. We are going to get through this.
We're going to get through it
And
together.
we have some good stuff. But we digress. So that's pretty much what's been going on with me. I know you've been lead crafter around here. You've mentioned you guys are picking up and doing a lot of shows with Original SSCO and the gang.
Yes. Gang
so tell us a little more about that.
So we've had shows on shows.
Man.
All in the Valley. It's been really fun. We had a show at Skinny's in North Hollywood, which was like
so much fun.
A Wednesday night R&B set. We'll definitely pull up there again. It's right in North Hollywood. So if
right on Lancashire.
Right on Lancashire. You can definitely pull up. Really, really fun vibe. We did that on Wednesday. We had another show on over at Playoffs. Shout out to John.
Playoffs SFE.
Trino. We did that, and then there was the All Valley Flea Show on Saturday, which was really, really good. Our booth looked amazing.
It really did.
Thank you.
I wonder who put that together.
Just lead crafter.
Lead crafter over here.
I did it. It's just been really fun because we get to see how new people interact with the music, and there wasn't a fan base for Original SSCO, and this is really pushing it out there.
Absolutely.
And I think I'm finding how I fit into the whole thing, which is really fun. Yeah. I got to do a little intro set before they started. Shouted out Come Thru Pod, kind of hosted the whole R set and, got warmed up the crowd, played some music. So it was all fun. I ran the sound. I'm like a Swiss fucking army knife.
Right.
I can do whatever you need.
What does she not do?
I might be
dabbles here, dabbles there, knows a lot here, knows a little there.
Exactly.
Either way, she's gonna figure it out.
Knows a little about a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. That's always the key thing. One of my mentors told me that, or maybe just one of my older not elderly, but one of my family members that's older than me said that before, just like know a little bit about everything. You know, you'll be all right if you just know a little bit about everything.
Yeah.
I like that. Well, cool.
What's the saying where it's like, what is it? A jack
of all trades?
A jack of all trades, master of none is better than a master of one. People usually cut that quote off too early, but
it's a great quote.
Yeah, I'm definitely paraphrasing. There's some other shit in there somewhere, but
you guys get the gist.
Yeah, you get it. Yeah. You get it. Cliff notes, baby. Cliff notes.
That's true though. I agree. I mean, and I even like when I have conversations with people and if I don't know if you've ever experienced this, but if you notice when you're conversating and you know, or you're like a little bit knowledgeable on either what they do, where they're from, or maybe something they have on, the conversation just gets taken to the next level. And then all of a sudden it's a deeper, like, you know, connection. It's like, oh, well, I actually do this. Oh, well, I can. And then now you're helping each other with something. You know what I mean? It's always helps you kind of just build that connection and build that rapport with somebody.
I feel it. Helps. Mm-hmm. I like it. Yeah. So we've just been doing shows. We're definitely going to have another one. Come Through, an original SSER, working on something really cool that I'm excited to share with you guys probably next week. Yay. We'll be able to talk about it. But yeah, it's just, you know, trying to build the brand in music, especially like I said, coming from not having an audience or a fan base. It's like each show we're noticing more people start streaming. We're noticing, you know, and it's really cool. It's really cool to see. It's
absolutely.
Like a whole cool journey.
Speaking of gang and building and growing with the music journey, I want to shout out really quick. Well, I guess, you know what? I guess I'll save this for Heat Seekers, even though.
You sure?
Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah. I mean, I can't drop it for Heat Seekers because it's not, it's only on, I mean, I guess I could. It's just on one platform. We don't have our playlist on that platform.
Oh.
That's the only thing.
Drats.
Yeah.
Okay.
For now. But, yeah, I'll say that for Heat Seekers. But I do have something that I kind of want to get into today, a little topic of conversation that I want to talk with you about.
Yeah, actually, sorry to cut you off before you do that because I forgot.
Oh,
I got something for the studio, and since it was recently Kobe Day.
Kobe Day, 8/24. If you didn't know, now you know.
I wanted to show this and kind of show you too, since we're putting it in the studio.
I love it.
I actually got this out the
Bean.
All Valley Flea. There was an artist there, and she drew this.
That's amazing.
This is a print of her
she's
drawing.
Amazing.
Yeah, she's fucking amazing.
Oh, I can't wait to put that up. I'm so grateful that we get to.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna put this up.
Ooh, at the All Valley Flea. So y'all need to stop sleeping. Tap in.
I keep telling y'all.
Go get some good.
I only do dope things. Can you put this over there?
Yes, I can.
I only do dope things, and I want y'all to do dope things too.
Absolutely. And we love to promote talented, hardworking people.
Yes, we love to see it.
Oh,
look at him in the corner.
Right, it doesn't look too bad there.
Yeah.
Kobe Bean Bryant.
We got to find a place for you in the studio and stew.
Right, really miss that guy, man.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Right?
Fuck, we lost a good one.
So, did you see that all the babies born within, like, around Kobe Day, they have, like, this Laker thing on their birth certificate, and, like, they get all this Kobe merch.
No way.
Yes.
Where? Just in here in LA or just?
I think specifically at the UCLA.
Okay. I did not know that.
I think it's weird. I think it's a little weird.
It's like on Chris. If you're born on Christmas, do you get a bunch of Jesus gear? I mean, like, what do you?
I can't even find it. Bunch of Jesus gear. They give you a cross and tell you good luck.
Yeah, I give you a cross, necklace, fucking rosary, and like, what's the deal?
I think it's weird. Like, I get that he's a public figure, and I get that like his fandom like fucking reigns supreme.
It's the obsession.
I just feel like that's a little weird. Like, I wonder how Vanessa feels about that. I feel like it's just a strange thing to do. Like, we don't put a little purple symbol for everyone born on Prince Day. Like, I just feel like it's really invasive, and it's like people forget that they're people. And I don't know.
I see where you're going with this. No, I kind of agree. Like, and like when you think about it logically, I agree. But it's also like not surprising because his fandom is like the Bayhive, is like, you know, the fucking Re Navy. Like they're so obsessive fandom. Like, take this like life or death. Literally, they like a lot of Kobe's fans will literally probably die for him,
It's
die about him. Anything
yes.
about Kobe,
Like,
And
I don't even like LeBron because I like Kobe so much, and it's like it's okay to like more than one person.
But I kind of think it is a little weird, but it's like that overly like admiration. But also, I'm the same person saying that, but like. I have a picture of my Nona in my bathroom, and, she thinks that's weird as fuck. Literally right next to my sink is just a picture of her when she was, like, 18. And she's like, ew, why do you have a photo of me in your bathroom? And it's just,
like,
she's the
anywhere
only one.
else.
Yeah.
Please move it.
Literally, that's it. It's just her there. And I was like, it is kind of weird. I thought about it, but like, I'm not moving it.
But see, I'm not going to move it. Sorry,
I'm not moving it.
Sorry,
I'm not
Nona.
moving it. I'm not.
Nona, next time I go to Lexie's, I'm just going to put you in a new place.
Right? See what I noticed.
Just for you, Nona. I got your back, girl. I got your back. I don't know. I just think it's weird. Like,
it's a little weird.
At least in that situation with you and Nona, like, that is your family.
True.
Like, you know what I mean?
True.
Like, these people don't know Kobe.
That's true.
Ain't never even touch the basketball that Kobe touched.
And honestly, like, on top of that,
just strange.
What about now? The ones who never even seen them play. They're still doing it. They just were born. They never even were alive when he was around.
I think it's very strange behavior. I just think it's weird.
That is interesting that you came across that little fun fact.
Yeah, a little tidbit.
Yeah.
Okay, story time with Lexie. Let's fucking go. I feel like there's one on there.
Story time with Lexie.
That's right.
That's right, you guys. You heard it. So it's been a while, but I do have some story time to share. So it was brought to my attention by a friend of mine, female friend of mine. So over the weekend, her and her man were together, and they're riding obviously in the same car, just going about, doing their daily activities. And amongst this, her man drops his phone in the car in between the seats. Guess he does this often. He just, things. That's probably the most common place where things fall in the car.
Yeah, like right? in that little in
nook,
between.
Yeah, and then music's loud or you're distracted. You kind of forget, whatever. So they end up departing, and I guess he forgets about his phone. And she doesn't remember. She's just whatever. So they depart. She gets back to her destination, which I think was about like 20 or so minutes away, 25 minutes away. Gets to her destination and then music's blasting, so doesn't really like hear anything. And then hears this ringtone and is like, what is that? And realizes, before she realizes, I'm sorry about the ringtone, I guess she's scrolling on her Instagram and gets a bunch of DMs and messages and stuff from him, from another person's account saying, hey, it's me. Like, I left my phone. Like, can you give me my phone? Like,
I need my phone.
Like, kind of like bugging. And then, she like, is like, So she turns down the volume, whatever. And then hears like the ringer going off. Like, oh shoot. So at this point, like 25, 30 minutes has gone by until she's realized like, oh, I have the phone.
Yeah.
So she gets on. So obviously she answers the phone. He's on the other line, her significant other, and is like kind of bugging, just like, do you have you have my phone? Like, oh my gosh, why did it take you so long to answer? Like, I've been calling you. And then she's like, I've been driving. Like, I just got here. Like, He's like, okay, well, and then she's like, well, I can't come and give it to you. I'm busy, blah, blah, blah. But you feel free to come get it. And then he's like, okay, just let me know where you're at. Send me the location. And then she goes and notices the phone is unlocked. Dun, 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 dun. Now, she notices the phone is unlocked, and she goes, oh, and he goes, how are you going to send me the location? My phone is unlocked? And she goes, yeah, it is. And he starts freaking out. And he's like, okay, just send me the location and then lock the phone. Let me hear you lock the phone. Turn the volume up so I can hear you. Make sure that, did you lock it? Is it still open? Like, how are you sending me the location if you locked it? Like, just starts kind
Negro or non-Negro. Why are you pressing me so hard?
Right. So she, initially when she saw that, from what she said, it was that moment of truth. Like, okay, it's unlocked. Do you want to go through it?
It's like,
good angel.
Literally.
Like,
girl, don't go looking for something you don't want to
find.
find.
Because if you go looking, you shall find.
And then the devil's like, bitch, but don't you want to know right now?
Right.
Don't you want to know right now if this motherfucker out here lying
Literally,
to you?
it was that prime moment of good angel and devil. Like, literally.
So what'd she do?
So she's, and then his reaction being so pressed.
That's what really would have got me. Like, even if I don't look through the phone, why are you going so hard?
And she said that's what did it for her, was the fact that's what she had already obviously been leaning towards and thinking about it because it was unlocked. And she said she took that as a sign from God. And then she was like, well, when he started bugging, that was the nail in the coffin. Like, I'm for sure. Now I'm looking. Now I'm doing this. So she proceeds to look through it as she's on the phone with him. And he's bugging like, what are you doing? Why are you so quiet? Why aren't you saying anything? And she's just sitting there, literally going.
Because I just sent my application to the FBI.
Okay.
I'm busy.
Period. So she just starts going through it. So he ends up leaving, coming, and it takes him about, another 20 or so minutes to get to the destination. And all amongst that time, she's going through the phone. So now,
I got the chills.
Right. Now, I'm not going to get into the specifics.
Situation.
Right. I'm not going to get into the specifics of what was found. But what was found did not make her very happy. It made her sad. It actually made her.
Sorry, Pooter Pie.
Right. And it also made her feel like dumb because, she's like, I trusted you. Last thing you want to do is trust somebody and they betray that. You just feel stupid, right? So, and then, he gets there. He's upset that she's going through it, and he gets there and he's very, very upset. And he really just turns up on her and just expresses how upset he is. And all of a sudden she's the bad guy and, whoop, whoop, whoop. So, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I say all this to say, now, it is this question that I'm about to ask. What she found on the phone is irrelevant for this question.
Okay.
To start the question, it's irrelevant. To start, was she wrong to go through the phone? Was she wrong to go through the phone? Oh, you tell me what you think, and I'll tell you what I think. Have you been in this position before, and what have you done? If so?
So early on, I'm sitting here with my arms crossed.
I know, she's like,
fuck this motherfucker.
Oh, and I will also add this is early on to their relationship.
Okay. So I will say that earlier in Ray and I's relationship, I did go through his phone.
Mm-hmm. And at that moment, was it at that moment you knew that you were taking a chance?
Kind of, but what spurred me on, there was a white lie or a lie. And I was like, I know you're lying.
Right. It's always stemming from...
I know you're lying right now. And there's no reason to lie. I think I'm a very chill girlfriend. There is absolutely no reason to lie to me. And I've always had the code to Ray's phone, from a very, super fucking early in our relationship. I've always had the code to his phone. So I just went through it and I was like, okay. And I found exactly what I was looking for. Right. It wasn't anything bad. It was just entertaining someone.
It's the entertainment.
Yeah. Entertaining someone he knew liked him. He wasn't feeding it, but just like I said, entertaining it. This person clearly likes you.
Right.
And it's anyway, I digress because that was years ago. So yes, I've been there. I know how it feels. And it's just something that eats at you that's but why are you lying? Or why are you so hype in me not going through your shit? That would have made me go through it too. I'm not even going to front because usually I'm I don't fucking.
Usually you don't want to know because it's I'm going to get mad about something that really doesn't matter. It's early or it was entertainment or whatever it was. Hopefully, right? Or maybe it's more than that, but it is something you can work through or get past, to each its own. Why even bother if you're just going to work through it? If you're just going to get you know what I mean? If you're just going to, if it's not detrimental, permanently detrimental, I feel why even do it? But so I said the same thing pretty much that you said.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, the phone's unlocked. You're trying to get your phone. I'm trying to accommodate you getting your phone because I can't, or, she can't go back, whatever the situation is. But once you start turning up on me about going through your phone when I
haven't even done it yet.
Yeah,
like,
dude, that's that argument that people are like, you keep accusing me of cheating. I might as well fucking cheat.
Right.
Like,
right.
You keep yelling at me about going in your phone. I might as well fucking go in your fucking phone, dog.
Right,
like, let me see what the fuck is going on.
And that's what she said was going through her mind. And he also apparently doesn't have a lock on his phone.
Oh, just like never.
Just doesn't have a lock. Oh. And so it's like, you are bold.
You just swipe up.
So you mad at me because you got caught slipping? What the heck? Like, you walk around with no lock on this thing. And, you know, his argument.
Walking around like life is sweet.
Right. Like, it ain't sweet. His argument was, you had no right to do that. You violated me. You pay my bill. You don't have a right to go through my phone. Like, what are you thinking? And I thought, and I said, well, he's right. You don't have a right.
Yes.
Ultimately, yes, you don't have a right to go through his phone, sis. And you did kind of violate him because, let's be honest, like, we all have our deepest, darkest things in our phone. Or just like a lot of stuff. Like, people, you know, you have like I have like voice notes in there to like motivate myself. You know what I mean? Like, it's basically like a diary. Like, it's your most like, you know, it's your vulnerable
like diary entries on my phone and shit. Yeah,
it's your vulnerable moments. It's like your search history of like what, you know. It's just
this bitch is into that. This bitch is into anime porn.
You know, fuck off. Wow, that's what we're doing. Okay. But you know, so I was like, well, he's kind of right, you know, and even like, you know, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years into a relationship, I still would argue that it's never really okay. You never really have a right to go through someone's phone. Like, you're never, but does that mean they're not going to do it?
Yeah. I mean, look.
If you suspect something, if there's already something there, and she said there's something that she had already suspected that was off, and something that she was behaviors that she was noticing. So then when it's with it being unlocked and then accompanied with that reaction, she was like, oh, okay, it's over. I'm going through it. This is the
perfect storm for me to go through this shit.
Right. Now, they worked through it, and I guess part of that, in return, she let him go through her phone for 20-something minutes.
Fair is fair.
You know?
For 20-something minutes.
Right. The same amount of time.
She was in there like.
Except she was sitting right there. Yeah. So she's in there like, but, you know, from what, it's always, you know, perspective, right? Guys see things one way, women see things another way. And I just.
Oh, did Buddy find something?
I mean,
I
think.
Was he reaching?
Now, it's all perspective, right? It's all relative. So, yes, I guess technically he did find stuff. You know what it is? It's when it's the early on in that relationship, and it's that transition from like, I can no longer entertain or even flirt or even be like, you know,
be extra friendly.
Be extra friendly because it's now disrespectful. It's now becoming, it's an issue.
It's an issue.
So I think they're kind of crossing those lines, and, you know, I guess things that he found he didn't like as well. And but the guys have a way of spinning what the horrible things they do with the minuscule things you do and making it like try to be equal in the same. Wrong is wrong.
No.
A sin is a sin.
Wrong, but your wrong is this big.
Yeah.
Where my wrong is this
big. And it is a difference, okay? 3/4 of the truth, not a lie.
Not a fucking lie, dog.
No, but really, and so it was an interesting dynamic. Nevertheless, they worked through it, but I wanted to get your thoughts on it. Obviously, you're in a relationship. You obviously have come across that situation before. It's tricky and sticky.
Yeah, it's really tricky, and it's like, you know, I think those are the boundary setting stages, right? Like, going through somebody's phone, in my opinion, is just like, the trust is wavering or broken. Mm-hmm. Or, you know, you have some big trust issues to get through.
Yeah.
You know, if that's going on. And we've all been there. Like, you've been insecure at a low point or had suspicions or whatever the situation is, right? And I just feel like going through somebody's phone is definitely invasive. You're most likely going to find something that you don't like, because if you're going through it, either you have a suspicion or you messing with somebody who would do you like that.
Right. Period.
Like, it's one of the two, right? And you know, it, like I said, it's just all about boundaries. So either you're able to come out of that, especially when it's early on, and it's like, I'm in that phase of like still kind of cutting off the other people I'm talking to really focus on like
you
being with you
and grow with this.
Yeah. And this is the stage of, are we going to grow, or are we going to just like,
diminish?
Yeah. Are we just going to keep it like hooking up with each other here and there? Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I think that like once you're able to set boundaries, like, no, okay, I'm really trying to be with you. I'm really trying to be with you. Okay, this is what I will not put up with.
Right.
This is what I won't put up with.
Right.
Like, we're extensions of each other. We're our own people, but we are extensions of each other.
At this point,
you know,
yeah.
if we're going to move forward, you know? So I think once you have that conversation, or like people have those conversations, it just makes it smoother. Now, if you run into the same issue later after you set boundaries and you've kind of
this is a disregard at this point.
Exactly. Now you're, whoever that person is being blatantly disrespectful, whether it's just the person going through the phone for the fuck of it, or the person entertaining other folks.
Right. Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. Well,
and I'd like to clear it up. I did say Ray was entertaining someone else, and I was like, that's a little strong. It was somebody who had a crush on him, and he was just being
overly friendly.
Fucking friendly.
Yeah.
Ray's fucking
like, don't give
like,
him any inkling to lead
so
them on.
Clueless and naive, and I'm like, she likes you, dog. And then like literally 2 weeks later, she was like, I really like you. He was like, girl, I got a girlfriend. I was like, I told you.
I tried to tell you in a nice way. Now I got to be a dick. Sometimes you do. Sometimes I think you do got to be dicks to people for them to get it. Unfortunately, because some people, you give them an inch that will take a mile, and it's like, that was not.
That's dangerous.
It's sticky.
It's like, oh no, we're dating. Nigga, what?
Right.
I saw you once in a public setting with 7 other people. Not a date. I didn't even know you were showing up until you were here.
Period.
But we dating.
now. Now we went on a date.
Get out of my face.
Interesting times, I tell you.
Yeah, that was it's a little, you know, it's tricky. I feel like I've said this before, like people feel like they have all these options. So I think it's hard for people to cut it off.
Yeah.
And to like really be into the person that they're talking to. You have to make that commitment every day.
Every day.
Every day you're in a relationship. Every day you're like exclusively dating someone, even if you don't want to put that exact title on it. But you are choosing to be faithful to that person. It's not an easy thing. It's not something, you know, that doesn't get tested every so often, but you have to choose your person every single day.
You do. You really do. You really, really do. The good, the bad, the in between.
Yeah.
That's true.
You have to choose them. It's easy to get into a fight with somebody and be like, fuck that motherfucker. I'm going to go do X, Y, and Z. And it's like.
Yeah. I do believe you have to choose someone, but I also believe that you always know when you have like that gut feeling or that instinct or that like pit in your stomach that makes you make certain decisions, right? It makes you feel a certain way. So like you'll know like I'm choosing to make this work, but I'm choosing it because I know like I want to make, like I'm choosing it because I want this.
Of course. It shouldn't be like, it shouldn't be forceful.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
right.
You do have to choose that person every day. It should agree with you and like you should love that person and it should fit.
Right.
But
it should agree with you. Great way to say that. Yeah.
It should agree with you.
Right.
But you do have to choose loyalty. Because something you might not necessarily deem as that big of a deal is a big deal to somebody else.
To them, it triggers them differently. So true. So true. It's the little things you just never know.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's relationship 101 with Come Thru.
Right? I was like,
we're super experts.
Relationship corner with Come Thru.
There you go. Relationship corner with Come Thru. That's a better way to say it. I feel like we haven't got into that stuff in a while. So
yeah, I always feel like, I don't know, if people look at me and they're like, how?
Right.
Wow.
What's the secret ingredients?
Find somebody you like.
Right. I don't know what else to say. That you like and that you like growing with and that you communicate with. Yeah.
Growing with is the big thing. Is like, I think that people, and I hope this doesn't sound like I'm on a high horse, but I think that people like, I've said this before, you don't grow at the same rate as the next person. And I think sometimes people in relationships, like you think, we're going to hit every stage together.
At the same time.
We're going to get fit together. We're going to get rich together.
Right.
We're going to do this together. And it's like, you know, that doesn't always work out that way. And sometimes one person is ahead of the other person.
It's not always like a Cinderella story.
Yeah. And sometimes like you have to be able to communicate like, I'm having a really hard time because I'm not where I want to be. Right. And that person should, I don't think it's on them to necessarily give you everything you need to do that. It's great if they do. They should be there, of course, to support you and try to give you those things and like help you through it. But I think people get frustrated, and sometimes there's like envy and jealousy between the people in the relationship because they're not on the same path together.
Wow. Dr. Ashley Johnson, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome to my TED Talk.
I've literally seen that happen with a friend. Both of them were friends and they were a couple. I've literally seen that happen. It grow to envy and grow to jealousy because one was career-wise closer to their goal than the other. And it was really sad to see because it's like the person you love and that you've spent so much time with and growing together, and to sit there and be upset when something good happens to them. Ooh, that's different.
Yeah.
That's a different type of insecure, like, I don't love myself shit. Like, you know what I mean? I've seen that and it was sad. It was really sad. And I remember telling that friend, like the one that was jealous and envious, like, do you hear yourself? Like, do you hear yourself what you're saying right now? That you get jealous when every time that they, succeed or hit their goal at work or get to that next level. Like, do you hear yourself?
That's insane.
It's psychotic. Like, oh my gosh, that's a problem. And that's a problem within you.
Yeah, that's nobody else's fault but yours. And you have to be person enough to, like, okay, I feel some type of way. And it's, you have to sort through that shit and then be able to bring it to your partner. But it's just hard. Relationships are not easy. I think, people think it's like all aesthetic, the aesthetic that they see on Instagram. We're going to go to brunch together. We're going to make couple TikToks. We're going to be relationship goals, big goals, hashtag baby. It's all us. And it's like, no, fucking relationships are hard work. Yeah. I think every single relationship is hard work.
Every single one.
Fucking romantic, friendship, business relationships. Like, and I feel like people give up very quickly. Like I've noticed, like, there's people who like cycle through friends every 3 months or like every 6 months, every year, whatever it is. And I'm like, I get it. You grow out of friendships sometimes. Or like things like that happen. But I also just feel like, people feel like they have so many options. It goes back to that thing of like,
circles back. No, you're right. And it's true. It's true. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I feel like we can't help but like suffer from that more here, but like I do feel like it's looking everywhere. It's the social media thing. It's all that, always thinking there's something else better out there. Like
every 5 seconds.
It's tough. You know what? It is tough dating out here. It's tough being. It's just tough being a young person. So hard. But good stuff. Good points. Good points. All right. Yeah. Well, thank you for your feedback, Ashley.
Get me off my soapbox,
right?
Please.
I appreciate Relationship Corner with Ashley, Dr. Ashley Johnson. But let's go ahead and move the show forward. Anything that you want to talk about as far as what we've been watching? I guess we'll kind of tie it in from sports, also TV and film. Anything that you've been into? I have not been watching much sports. I know football just started, but it's preseason, so it's not super exciting.
Not exciting yet. I did see the fight at the Pittsburgh game. I did see that. I watched that.
What is going on with the fights at these games? It is ridiculous.
I already told you,
wish
you
that
gotta be careful because people's energy is off. They've been cooped up. They don't know how to channel their fucking emotions right now. I don't know. They're getting too drunk.
I wish that poor man would have smacked the dog shit out of her worse. I do. And I'm sorry. I hate to say that. But that lady, oh, God, I just hated seeing that. I hated seeing that because it's prime Karen in action.
White woman material.
Yes. That shit sucked, But yeah, it's preseason. It's preseason week 3 right now. So us Steelers we won that game, by the way. So
goddamn right.
We're 3-0. So this, again, we had the Hall of Fame game we won, which is like not even really preseason, and then 2 preseason, and then we have 1 more until regular season. So
shout out to the Steelers.
I'm really
Who's your
excited.
starting quarterback?
We're starting Mason as of right now.
Okay.
Right. Mason Rudolph as of right now. But Ben has been suiting up and going out to games, so I don't know if they're just
don't hurt yourself, Ben.
That's what I'm thinking. They're like week to weeking it with him. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know why he did not just
retire.
Yeah. He should have done it with the rest of the crew and just dipped out.
He really should have. He really, really should have.
Okay.
But, we're going to be positive. We're going to be in positive spirits for this season because I can't do it again. I can't do another fucking choke artist season like last season.
Well, I wish them the best. Have fun at the game next week.
Thank you. No, next month. Next month. Yeah,
my
it's
bad.
a couple weeks.
I
But
was like, that's
thank
quick.
you. Oh, y'all will hear about it. But I did want to brief because that's my next like trip. I'm just super excited for.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
I feel like I haven't been watching much TV either because I haven't been here. But I have been
We've been
watching
doing a
these motherfuckers do this crate challenge.
Oh my God. Thank you for bringing that up. I've been meaning to talk about it. Oh, this crate challenge is fucking hilarious.
They're doing this shit like they got health insurance. I'm just watching. I'm
Literally, I saw a meme said, now the government knew what they were doing when they dropped these crates off in these lower income communities, knowing damn well we ain't got no health insurance, okay?
bro.
That shit, I
said,
listen.
You remember they was dropping the bricks off at the
Yes.
BLM rallies?
They were dropping the bricks. Now they're dropping the crates.
They said, oh, okay. Drop them crates off. Watch them entertain themselves.
Period.
To injury. No, I've seen people complete it in heels. I've seen people kick the crates and make somebody fall. I've seen people, old people, young people.
Yes, I seen a girl doing
people
heels.
in bonnets.
In heels.
Yeah, I saw the girl in heels, and she did it.
She cleared it. I seen somebody do a face dive. They had almost done it, and this motherfucker wanted to face dive like he was jumping off the high dive at the fucking community pool. I could not believe
into
this.
solid grass.
Into solid crate and grass. Not crate and barrel, crate and grass.
Oh my God, that somebody should open a smoke shop and name it Crate and Grass.
Crate and grass.
You're welcome. Free ideas. We'll be here next week.
Gosh, don't worry, you guys. We got you guys.
That just might be a high idea.
We got you guys with the punchlines, right?
No idea.
We have good ideas. Yeah. Sometimes our ideas are good. You guys know it's true. Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I've been watching that, and I'm obsessed with TikTok. I am a 30. This is like true life. I'm addicted to TikTok. I'm 30 years old, and I spend hours on TikTok. I learn how to take care of my plants. I find craft ideas.
Lead crafter in the house.
Recipes, things, ways I should have cleaned my house. So much information on TikTok. Thank you.
Thank you, TikTok.
Thank you.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
I haven't been watching much TV. Well, you know what I've been watching lately? I've been putting somebody on to a lot of shows and movies lately, so I've been rewatching a bunch of shit.
Okay.
Like Narcos, which is a great rewatch, but you know, seen it already 2 times over, both of them, Mexico and Narcos from Colombia and Pablo. But more recently, and I watched this movie a good handful of times a year, but I've recently put them on to Godfather. So I've been watching The Godfather. Lexie Staple. If you want to be in my life, you must know about The Godfather.
So did you question when somebody's like, I haven't watched Godfather, are you like, okay, we're going to have a Godfather like marathon, or do you just go, you really only need to watch one?
So, first of all, hell no.
Okay, look, I'm just asking.
Again, if you want to be in my life, no. So first goes, we talk about it. We're on the Narcos tip. We're on the gangster mafia tip, right? Cartel, if you will. Spun from Cocaine Cowboys, which we talked about a few episodes back. Then it went to Narcos, and now we're here. So I said, well, have you ever watched, Godfather? And he's like, isn't that movie like 3 hours? And I was like, yeah, but what the fuck? All these movies and everything stems from the mafia. What do you mean? How can you not? And you know me, I go on a rabbit hole. And I'm like, okay.
One of the greatest movies ever fucking made with some of the greatest actors. Pure Italian greatness.
Greatness.
Go ahead.
The first and only organized gang to infiltrate the government in the way that they did. I'm going on a rant. So I'm like, and before I brief him, I'm going over everything about the breakdown of the capos, the dons, the consigliere,
I just
all
imagine
the
Lexie like, okay, you have a pen and paper?
Right. Literally.
So here.
To the drawing board. And this is where the boss is. Down, do a little Venn diagram, and you see this is where they cohesively interact. Okay. So, and I'm explaining I'm just breaking it down. So I've been on that. Love the movie. Obviously, if you haven't watched it and you're listening, get out from under that rock. Okay.
Get the fuck to it.
Get the fuck to it. Because if you're a fan of mine, then you need to go watch it. Okay. Greatest movie ever. So I've been on that. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good watch.
And you know what? I knew I said, Buonasera. When he said, there's a second one? Oh, let's buy that one too. Let's watch it. I said,
be still my beating heart.
You just might be the one. You just might.
Be still my beating heart.
I was like, alrighty. But
Lexie's going to get DMs like, I love the Godfather.
Right, okay. I know all of it by heart. You know how many punchlines?
They're going to they're just going to send you like quotes.
Quotes from the Godfather.
Guess which Godfather this is from.
With fucking Al Pacino memes and shit. Like, I'm dead. And don't you dare send me no Al Pacino a clip from like Carlito's Way or Scarface, because then it'll be over.
Because I know the fucking difference.
I know the difference, okay? It ain't no Tony Montana. Michael Corleone, damn it.
Damn it.
But I digress. That's all I've been watching, girls. Some fucking old ass reruns.
That shit's good though.
Yeah.
I love doing that.
Yeah, you got to circle back and appreciate the greatness.
Good movies are good movies.
Period.
Man. I haven't watched Carlito's Way in a long
That's
time.
a good one. That one, Bronx Tale too. I haven't watched that one in a minute. I know.
I love that fucking movie, man. Okay, so I haven't really been watching shit. I gotta get the fuck to it. I started while I was crafting watching the show. It's on HBO Max. It's called The White Lotus Hotel.
Ooh, I've seen okay.
You've seen the previews?
Uh-huh.
It has what's her name from Insecure on it, which Insecure is coming back.
Yay, can't fucking wait. They just wrapped recently, right? Filming?
Yeah, I think it's coming back September, October. Like it's coming soon, relatively soon. So shout out to that. It is the final season, but I get it. Issa also has another show. It's more of a reality TV show. It gives me Baldwin Hills vibes.
Yep,
it's called Sweet Life.
Yep, I seen that.
Looks good though. The Sweet Life with Issa Rae. I will watch Issa read me the fucking news.
Right, literally.
I don't care. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna do it.
Whatever she got going, we
I'm gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that, and then like I said, The White Lotus Hotel, which is on HBO Max. It has Growth. What's her name? Nicole? Growth. It has one of the characters from Insecure on it.
Oh,
and
okay.
She's super funny.
The light skin one?
No, not Amanda Seales.
Oh, yeah, that's who I was thinking of.
The thick girl.
Oh, she's
Growth.
Hilarious. Yes.
I want to say her name is Nicole.
Okay.
In real life, but I'm not sure. I'm sorry. I'm tired. No disrespect. Absolutely love her. Love her in this series as well. It also has what's his name? Stifler's mom.
Oh, she's a great actress.
It has her. It has a bunch of the white funnies.
The white funnies that we all know and love.
Yes, it's very like
Natasha Rothwell is.
Yes, Natasha Rothwell is who I was talking about. She's an Insecure. Thank you to my Googler, to my right, young flex.
Right hand woman.
Mm-hmm. Can you see who else is on the show that I was talking about? Maybe click Natasha's name. White Lotus.
Oh, Jennifer Coolidge. We love Jennifer Coolidge.
Thank you. Thank you.
Love Jennifer Coolidge. Who else we got going here? Oh, Connie Britton. I love Connie from Friday Night Lights.
Yes.
Oh, I've been running that back lately too. I think I mentioned that.
I never watched Friday Night
Lights.
No,
the high school sweetheart football sitcom. Oh, just everything you want. It's what All American wish they were. Okay,
All American makes me so mad.
Right. Don't get us going on All American.
Don't do that.
But I love to see this. Okay, so I'm gonna give a White Lotus. Oh, and Molly Shannon. How can we forget SNL's fucking goat woman comedian?
She just popped up on the episode that I'm in.
Oh, Molly Shannon is a goat.
It is funny. It's that offbeat humor. It's really funny. It gives me. Did you ever watch Best in Show?
No.
Best in Show is really funny. That's one of my mom's favorite movies. Shout out to my mom. It's where they were all in the dog show and they all took it super serious. And I think Jennifer Coolidge is in it. Jennifer Coolidge, what's the guy with the really thick eyebrows? The really funny guy, older guy.
Oh, yes. He's in a lot of stuff.
And what's, yeah. So check that out too. But anyway, it gives me that kind of vibe. I like it so far. It's been pretty good, like, crafting TV, if you will.
Crafting TV.
Like I can pay attention, but if I'm not paying attention, I'm not fucked. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's all I've been kind of checking out.
Okay. Well, we love to see it.
Sure do.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and take it into music. Let's finish it out with our Heat Seekers segment. And you guys already know, well, you should, but I'm going to tell you anyways. It is our music segment where we get to showcase anything we've been listening to, vibing to, what our guests have been listening to. We drop it all into a really dope playlist called Heat Seekers, a Come Thru pod playlist on Apple, on Spotify, on Tidal.
Exactly.
You name it. We will also put the links in the description below so you can keep the kickback rocking.
Yay.
But I was almost going to mention this earlier, and now I'm going to mention it before I forget because, we're a little loopy. Our dog, How Fly, just dropped a dope-ass remix.
Oh, come on.
Breaking news. How Fly.
That's right.
Dude, that LLC remix. So I've talked about Money Man before. Money Man came out with a song called LLC. Yes, limited liability company. And
if
me,
you don't know.
And me and my Cap twin, Fly, discussed how we both love Money Man on the episode that he was here. And so it was by no surprise that I seen him do a Money Man remix with LLC. And he barred the fuck out of that shit. I love it. Have you heard it?
I have not listened. Sorry, no disrespect. I've just been all over the fucking place. I haven't played any new music, anything. But I saw it dropped, and I'm really excited. And I know SoundCloud. It came from Fly, so I know it's dope.
It's dope as fuck. It's on SoundCloud right now. He'll probably expand and put it on more platforms, so check it out on SoundCloud right now. Otherwise, I would put it on the playlist. But it's dope. He did his fucking thing, and I loved it. It's definitely up my alley.
Woo!
So.
We love it. Congratulations, Fly. Love to see
congratulations,
it.
dog. We love to see you putting out more music because I know it's been a while since he put some. I think Left Witch he put out in January. Yeah. So it's good that he put something else out. Love to see it.
It's about time.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm going to listen tomorrow. I got some shit to do, so I'm going to listen tomorrow.
You should.
Ooh, exciting.
So I want to drop something. And I feel like I've been leaning towards the sad boy music lately. I don't know what it is. Wait, did I drop K Camp last week?
You did.
Okay. He's not sad boy. I just want to make sure because I have also still been vibing to his new album, which I mentioned last week, Float. So still vibing to that. But since I already dropped a song, Rod Wave came out with a new album as well. So, he not a new album. He came out with the deluxe version of his Soulfly. So I want to drop Already One featuring Lil Durk on Rod Wave's deluxe version of Soulfly. Okay. I've just been vibing with him lately. My nephew is obsessed with him. He actually put me on to him a couple years ago, and I liked it. I've been vibing to it. It's been getting me through my little drives, so tap into that if you're interested.
Okay, I like it. I'm actually gonna drop. This is totally random, not what I was planning on dropping today.
Oh.
But I'm gonna do it because we were talking earlier about 90s kind of nostalgia that just stuck out in your head. This is one of the things that stuck out in my head because my cousin nonstop would not stop playing this fucking song.
Okay.
So I'm going to drop Sitting Up in My Room by Brandy from the Waiting to Exhale soundtrack.
Oh my gosh. I love Brandy. I was just vibing to Brandy today. Can I Be Down? Oh my gosh.
Such a good song. That's a good song.
Yes.
But this specifically, because the movie, obviously iconic.
Okay, Minnesota.
Right? What the fuck? Take me to Pittsburgh. Iconic movie. You raggedy bitch. I just love that movie. My family watched it, especially my cousins watched it over and over and over. So she played that fucking album the fuck out. And I just saw that on one of my playlists. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to drop that. A little throwback for y'all. Bang, bang, bang.
I love it. Cool. That's good. A little, diversify the playlist a little more.
A little bit.
You love to see it. You love to see it. Okay, cool.
A little bit.
I'm excited to play that.
Yeah, this is going to be good, huh? All right. Well, I guess that's it for tonight.
That's it for tonight, guys. We're going to wrap it up and take our loopy asses to bed. Yeah. But thanks for rocking with us on another Thursday. It's been super real, you guys. Flex Luther.
Young Flex.
Signing out of here with my motherfucking dog, Ashley J.
It's me, Ashley J. Y'all know I ask one thing and one thing only, that y'all put some respect on my motherfucking name, dog.
Period.
That's all, and it could be so simple. Tune in next week, episode 91. We got a little something up our sleeve. So definitely check in with us. We love y'all. Thank you for rocking with us for 90 fucking episodes.
90?
That's insane.
Oh, baby, we getting real close to one. Okay.
We got to do something.
We got a lot coming. All right. We've been talking, we've been scheming, we've been plotting. Stay motherfucking tuned.
Ooh,
Peace.
Bye, y'all. Make sure you watch our videos on YouTube.
Yeah, we're on YouTube, bitches. Let's
go. I guess that actually deserves like a plug. If you're not tuned into us on YouTube, make sure you fucking do it.
Subscribe, download, like, share if you care.
All that shit. Send it to your mama.
Subscribe, like, share if you care.
Send it to your aunties.
Tell your mama to come through.
Everybody. We family friendly, kinda. All right. Till next week.
Peace.
Bye.